What's up, wrestling fans? How you guys doing tonight? So much news, dude. So much goddamn news came in about the situation in Saudi Arabia and stuff that I'm still honestly searching. We got a rumor. Well, the first thing I want to state is what's more known, right? Because let me do that first. First, Brock Lesnar is reportedly heading to Monday Night Raw in a switch. So a lot of people, we originally thought that The Fiend was going to go to Raw and it was going to go the opposite way, but instead now it looks like it's going to be instead Brock Lesnar that goes to Raw, but that lines up with the previous rumor before that rumor, which was that Fox really wanted The Fiend. So that would make sense. And apparently it's going the other way. WWE Champion Brock Lesnar will be live on Raw, but it says Lesnar is officially headed to Raw. The WWE Universal Championship will switch brands, and that's according to Dave Meltzer. So it looks like they're going to switch the championships, which would line up with all of those rumors. And by the way, keep in mind, those same rumors came from the same people who said Brock Lesnar was going to be debuting on SmackDown and winning the title. And so all of this lines up. They've been flawless with these predictions or with these comments or whatever you want to call it, rumors and these leaks. So they've happened. It's all happened. So I have no doubt that it looks like the WWE Championship will come to Raw and the Universal will go to, we'll go to SmackDown. Just before I get to this next, this is crazy, this stuff that happened with Vince McMahon in Saudi Arabia, the flights, the prince, all this stuff. But before I get to that, I just wanted to quickly mention that, again, tonight, guys, Corrupted Podcast is tonight. Just wanted to let you guys know, make sure that you've re-upped your cards or whatever on Patreon, because it was the first of the month the other day. Some people being blindsided that they're not able to get access to Patreon. That happens every month, of course. We deal with this. So just make sure to re-up your cards on Patreon tonight so you guys can check out Corrupted Podcast, hang out with all of us, and remember, you can hear that show for only $1. So much more coming to the Patreon this week, of course. Big-time Patreon family party here. Shout out to Justin Bailey last night, who damn near went to the stars to kill a skunk live on the show. No, I'm just kidding. Unmonetized this last night. It was a great show. Go back, listen to it. Vince McMahon... The word is that he got in some kind of fight with the prince at Saudi Arabia, that they potentially, cut a feed or did something underhanded to Saudi Arabia while they were there and on TV, and that was because they hadn't been paid. Now, I don't know. This rumor is bizarre to me, and I really haven't seen it clarified anywhere else. So I haven't heard anybody else really saying that this is really true. It just seems like one of those really outrageous rumors out there that Vince McMahon and the WWE weren't getting paid, so they turned the TV broadcast off short on the Prince, and then they fought about it, and that's when they called the charter off for their flights, and that's why they were late. But Vince McMahon, I don't know. So that part about it doesn't seem believable to me. If that's true, that's a major crazy story. I doubt that's true. I don't believe that's true. I thought they got paid up front for everything, in fact. So certainly the big parade and everything they had, and had that been a real story, I think you would have seen it everywhere, and it would be a massive incident. So I don't know about that at all, where that's coming from. But whatever. Anyway, but what apparently is true is that while all the WWE superstars were stuck in Saudi Arabia, Vince McMahon was the hell out of there on the WWE jet. But, that's not a surprise. I mean, Vince flies the jet everywhere. The guy's nonstop. He's all over the place, and he does this all the time. He always leaves. It's not like he waits behind for the talent. I get the idea of that. I mean, that would be pretty epic for, the guy to be like, listen, I don't leave until every... It's not really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not... WWE doesn't act like that, neither does Vince. Vince acts like, I've got another thing to do now. Let's go get that. Let's go do that. Let's go get that done. And then I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to go here. It's not like Vince is like, I'm going to go sit down at my house for a couple weeks or whatever, or until SmackDown. He probably wanted to get the hell to SmackDown as quickly as possible to get going with some of that stuff, or get to Connecticut to start working on something that they were working on. So he probably was like, does this all the time, you know what I mean? You don't wait for every single flight to leave, you know. And so I don't really know if I blame him for that, but maybe in the case of Saudi Arabia, you know, he should stay behind and wait. But what is he going to do? Hang out with the talent at the airport? You know what I mean? Oh, it sounds good, guys. You know, like, if anything, what Vince could have done, if you really wanted to complain about something, what Vince could have maybe done if he wanted to is, it's better for Vince to get back, because if Vince can get back, maybe he could send the plane, the WWE corporate jet, back to Saudi Arabia if somebody had an emergency. You know what I mean? Like, say one of the wrestlers has a wife who's about to give birth soon, or say somebody's family member died and it was a problem. You know, Vince probably could have said, hey, listen, send the jet and get fucking whoever that wrestler, get a couple guys and bring them back. You know, get that taken care of, you know. And I could see him doing that, you know. But I mean, what was he supposed to do? You know, wait at the airport, you know? I mean, because it sounds like what we got for information was that this was just a run-of-the-mill issue. This was just a run-of-the-mill issue, and, you know, it was nothing. I don't even think that he saw it happening. I think he'd probably already left before he realized that there was a travel issue. You know, I mean, that's what I got from the report. So anyway, that's all I got for you as far as this goes. There's a big story on Joey Mercury. We're going to talk about that later as well. I got more to talk about later. I'll possibly get that out here tonight for you. I am going to be watching UFC. I am going to be covering UFC. You guys wanted me to do that, so we will be having a interesting time talking about that. And otherwise, that will run into the Corrupted podcast, which starts tonight at 1 a.m. on my Patreon. All the links down below, guys. Leave some comments in the comment section of this video, and you know, I can probably answer some of those questions tonight on a video or on the stream, that type of thing. And I hope to see you there. Shout out to Bird, the Birdman, man. OG of the Joe Cronin Show, Bird, dropping the 250 bomb last night on Monetize This. Find out what happened if you haven't seen it over on my other channel, Corrupted Nation. My other YouTube channel, the Corrupted Nation channel. Bird2393, thanks for that. And Sith Negan did battle, and Arushin Chu and everybody else who dropped all night long, who was having a fun time over there. And in a couple of weeks, we will have the Monetize This championship back, and it will be a championship battle to fucking write home about or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Ow! Oh, man. Leave it down below. Leave a like, and I will see you guys tonight. Here's some links to some other cool shit to check out.